My dear, you come here to paint every day. What exactly are you painting?
Great-Grandma, our hometown is so beautiful. People call it the oasis in the desert. So I want to paint it.
Yes, this area has changed so much. It's hardly recognizable. When I was your age, it wasn't like this.
Youyu County is located on the edge of the Maosu Desert in northern China's Shanxi province. The county was once a barren region where nothing grew. But today, it is full of greenery, with over half of its area covered by trees. This all started in 1949. In the past, in years when natural disasters hit, many people from Youyu would pass through the tiger-killing Shahu Gate and travel west to find new wasteland to farm.
Are all of these people moving west?
Yes, this area is plagued by sandstorms all year long. It is so bad that parents have to tie their children to themselves by the belt. Otherwise, the little ones can get blown away. Newly planted naked oat seeds are blown away the next day. We plant a whole field in the spring, only to harvest a pot's worth of naked oat in the autumn, after saving the seeds for next year. All that is left is enough for only one meal. That's why the people all move away.
We can't let this continue any longer. How can we feed the people and let them live here? Jiao village is over there. Let's go and have a look.
Zhang, you've been traveling by foot since you started this job, and you've surveyed everywhere in Youyu over the past few months.
We can only get the answers we need from the people. Jiang, look over there. Hello, did you plant all these? In the neighboring village, seeds get blown away as soon as they are planted. How did you make your seeds stay and grow so well?
It's all thanks to this small valley. I was allocated dozens of acres of land, but nothing would grow because of the strong, sandy wind. Then I exchanged 2 acres of land for this small valley. I planted trees at the entrance and on the slopes of it, and planted potatoes and oats in the valley. And they grew miraculously.
Trees. We need to plant trees. You did us a huge favor today. My fellow comrades and villagers. If we want Youyu to be prosperous, we have to stop the wind. To stop the wind, we have to plant trees. I have read the county journals and learned that Youyu used to be an oasis, but it became barren after years of wars. Today, we will declare war on the winds. We can become prosperous if everyone plants 10 trees.
On October 24th, 1949, Zhang Zhonghuai called on the whole county to start planting trees, beginning the process of turning Youyu green again.
At the time, I didn't really understand. But I know that Youyu began to have trees again from that day on. Later on, Secretary Zhang retired, and his successor carried on planting trees. Then the people here continued their legacy and kept on planting more trees. At the time, it was Secretary Ma Luyuan who led us to plant trees. He said that the wind erosion in Huangshawa was terrible, and we had to do better with the wind.
Secretary Ma, you've been here a dozen times. You should take a break.
There's no time for a break. Huangshawa is a tough battle, which we have to fight ourselves.
That's right. We didn't have saplings, so we took the leftovers from other villages and pruned them. We didn't have soil, so we carried soil here ourselves. We found ways to plant trees.
We have planted thousands of saplings in the last 2 years. When they grow bigger, our lives will be better.
The wind is coming. Take shelter, everyone.
Secretary Ma!
That gale blew for 9 days and destroyed more than 90,000 saplings. Everyone was so sad, and even Secretary Ma cried.
We have to stand up for where we fell. If we plant trees for generation after generation, I can't believe we will fail to turn Huangshui green. How can we make the trees grow here? Instead of focusing on one area, maybe we should try different areas. Wherever trees can grow, we can turn those areas green first.
Secretary Ma. Secretary Ma, this is General Secretary Pang Hanji.
From now on, we are fighting in the same trenches. Let's turn Youyu green together. We need to turn some areas green first. Let's plant a wall of trees by the riverbank as a shelter belt.
Then we will plant a band of forest halfway on the slope. And later, we can plant grass and trees more densely.
2 secretaries, 2 great minds. Who should we attribute the success to?
As long as this place can become green again, and people can live better lives, we don't care about who gets credit.
We should credit the success to Youyu.
Secretary Pang and Secretary Ma led us in Huangshui for 7 years. It took another 3 years of strategic tree planting to turn this barren land green. A few decades have passed, and I'm old now. Youyu has seen more than 20 secretaries. Every single one of them focused on one thing: leading the people to plant trees. That's how we got here today. Now this place is no longer a land of yellow sands.
Great-Grandma, this makes me want to paint my hometown even better.
From the first county party committee until now, the baton in Youyu County's green relay race has been passed on for more than half a century. I won't get the credit for success, but we should spare no efforts to turn the blueprint into a reality. Based on this principle, Youyu was transformed from a desert into an oasis. Chinese President Xi Jinping has commented on the Youyu spirit 6 times. The spirit embodies the principle of serving the people wholeheartedly, tackling difficulties head-on, persevering during hard times, setting long-term goals, and benefiting in the long run.